But yeah, those are the only two real things that I've played this week. And then Vampire Survivors, which I can lead more into you, Dan, because you played a lot of it.
Played a lot because I've never played it before.
I don't think you bought any of the DLC yet either. You just been playing the regular game?
I haven't felt the need to be honest with you. Because
I've been playing the DLC, so like I actually ran through the Contra DLC, which is awesome.
Yeah,
it has like a secret boss in there and everything that plays like it actually churns the game into like a Contra boss, and you can go all the way around like in a loop in a circle, so you're going upside down while you fight the boss. It's pretty cool.
Oh
yeah.
That's a really awesome level. All the DLC is fantastic for that game. So
yeah, I just haven't even felt the need to bother because the amount of much stuff that I've done is crazy. It's hard to even imagine like how much content is in this game because
for how cheap it is.
Well, it's on Plus $4.49.
Yep.
For a PS4 and PS5 copy of the game. Like that's crazy. So I remember you talking about it a lot, obviously, but
it's my game of the year that year.
Yeah, but it still doesn't even. I still don't even feel like I was prepared for how much content this game has. Because at the outset, it seems incredibly simple. Like you're just walking around, doing nothing. It was very hard when I originally started it to not think of it as a twin stick shooter because I really wanted to keep aiming the stuff with the right stick until you realize it's literally just moving it with a stick. And then as you play, it's like you said in the beginning, it's easy to unlock stuff. It's easy to progress and then like unlock more characters, even though the game tells you almost nothing about how anything works.
No, it doesn't.
Like it'll give you little pieces here and there where it's like, oh, now you can have the map, which the map is basically just telling you how far away you are from something.
Yeah.
Or here's the combinations of weapons, so it'll tell you like how to do it. And as you earn more, it gets crazier and crazier. But the amount that game like expands and just keeps changing, and then it changes again, and then it becomes something else, and then this character is completely different, and then this level is you're just fighting trees, and they don't attack you, but there's just a lot of trees, and you finally get to a point where you unlock the unlock list, and it's like, oh, here's cryptic clues about how to find these other hidden bosses in these levels, which have weird requirements that you have to meet.
Have you unlocked like the Grimoire cards or whatever they're called?
Yeah, so I have both of those because I have I guess you would call them like the light cards and then the dark cards. And like I just got the dark card yesterday because those exist in a secret level you can only access by typing in a cheat code that the game actually gives you in the trophy list. It's like
there's a character too that you have to type in to get it too. Yeah,
it's so weird about how the game works and how things unlock. Like, what was I doing? What did I have to do the one day? So like, every run ends at 30 minutes. But it actually doesn't if you could stay alive longer because there's a way to get it if you get these weapons. But to get the weapons, you have to unlock this sigil thing. To get the sigil thing, you have to get to this 30 minutes in this level. And even then, it's random depending on the character you have. It may or may not have it. Yeah. And then it's like, so I finished all that. And then it's like, oh, here's a level where you just go talk to this dude and he gives you a weapon and he kicks you out. But now you can play upside down. And it's just like, what is happening? Every level just introduces something new and like, you can play through every level as every character. And then what I found, I was hunting for hidden bosses and, that tower level. Yeah. You just have to keep going south like forever. And eventually it gets dark and darker and darker. And then the runes that are flying around outside change to letters that say like, I'm alive here. And you're like, what is happening? It's pitch black. You can't see a damn thing. By the point you're down here, the play area is swarmed. So I sure hope you prepared for that with weapons. It's so fun though because it's addicting to play. Like you want to just do another run and then you want to do another run. And even though there aren't that many levels, like there's really only like 9 or 10 because you've got like the 5 major ones and then like some of the challenge ones. Some of the challenge ones suck.
Some boss rush ones.
The challenge, like the Bone Zone place can fuck off. That place sucks. And then like the hidden boss in that level sucks too. Yeah, because it becomes it's a giant rolling Katamari of skeletons, which just grows to bigger than the size of the fucking screen. So you have to gear up to be able to even take it down. And even then you have to get lucky. But it's fun. Even then it's not frustrating because you're always earning like money to unlock gold.
Yeah.
And like I just unlocked the ability to level weapons past their max. I've unlocked the ability to, you know, like I said, play upside down at twice the speed, or it's so weird. Or get the golden,
insane.
even the golden eggs things are ridiculous because it's like you can just keep getting these eggs, and the eggs just randomly upgrade your stats permanently.
And a lot of that stuff too is added in free patches after.
Yeah, you can tell because like it's clearly like meant to be like more content and stuff. And then I unlocked these adventure things. I haven't even touched that yet.
I haven't touched those yet either, to be fair.
But like that's a whole other thing about this game where it's like a story mode, and then the game encourages you to play as everybody because it's like you want to unlock this weapon, you got to play as this person. Some of the weapons, and the thing is like all of the weapons are pretty good. It's rare to find one that's not very good, but you have to find combinations of ones that will like protect you from them getting too close while you're doing like range damage.
Right.
So I kind of have like a plan of like what I like, but man, the game it's so good. I can't like for $5. This is one of the greatest games I've ever played. For
this is what I said, like, and that's what I said when I was like, "Am I really going to choose that as my game of the year?" It's a $5 game, but it had more content than any other game that came out that year for under $5. I spent.
And
that was not including any.
I played
DLC.
multiple runs a night at half-hour a run minimum. And then I just unlocked endless mode. You can just play forever if you want, which is kind of fun because then you can just kind of wander around and see how crazy stuff can get. Because the game definitely wild. The game definitely has like a pattern of you've gotten this far, so it's this wave. You've gotten this far, it's this wave. But man, by the time it's like so, you know, the main goal of the game is to get to that
30-minute mark.
Get to the 30-minute mark of that one level, so you fight the thing where like the 5 Reapers are combined.
Okay.
And then from that point on, it's like now you've unlocked something else, and then this other thing, and it's just like, how does it keep going? It just keeps going. There's more stuff to do. I haven't even and the final boss is that director guy, but I can't even go fight him yet because I have to go play another level.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but I love it to death. It's such a fun game.
It's crazy to me that it took as long as it did to come out to PlayStation because I can't imagine at this point being. I mean, it's on mobile phone for crying.
And it's definitely
seems weird. I almost wonder if it was some sort of exclusivity deal or something.
Maybe in some way. It's
on Switch as well.
It's a very complex game masquerading as a very basic game.
It is.
The first 2 hours you play it, if you don't know anything about it, you're not prepared for what is going to happen.
And that was my thing, because like when I originally bought it, I bought it on Steam before it was out on any of these systems, and I played like a round or two and just put it down because I was like, I don't understand what the hype is here. And then starting to see more people like, no, just play. You need to play more. You need to play more. I'm like, all right. And then I played a lot on Steam.
That the game has a weird, like, creepy fourth wall element to it.
Yeah.
Where like the first time you do certain actions, the menu screen fucks up, or the epilepsy warning is like garbled text.
Yeah.
Or when you finally collect that like yellow sign thing, the game like kind of freaks out and zooms in on you close, and then that like hand comes up and it claps a couple times as the screen goes in, and then it like blacks out. And I was like, what in the fuck just happened? And then it just restarts. And you're back in the menu.
Yeah.
And it's such a weird, like it's like a weird feeling when that kind of stuff happens in games to me, but it's funny.
It's one of those things where like I would be very interested in like if they were to make a sequel, do like 16-bit. But like I don't know, man, there's so much they put into this one. They could just keep this going for a while.
I think that it's easy to make this one last forever. I would like to see online co-op added.
Yeah, I would too.
Just because I think that could be a lot of fun with 4 people running around. Well. But I think this game is.
I'm not ever going to have a situation where I have 4 people.
I'll never have 4 people in one place.
And that seems like it would be way too hectic in a situation where, like because of how the screen works, you have 4 people. It just seems like that'd be way too hectic.
I've watched some 4-player gameplay stuff, and it does get pretty crazy because you are limited to the screen.
Okay.
You can't like wander out, which is why I think online would help because then we could be apart from each other, wandering around.
Okay, that makes sense.
But
That'd
you
be
know,
cool.
save it for Vampire Survivors too. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, do the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, up it a little bit to 16-bit stuff. You could do a lot more weird stuff with it if you like faked like mode 7 type stuff.
There you go. Yeah.
Or
that's a cool idea.
or one level all of a sudden is like hyper realistic. That would be weird and out of place, but that would fit in that game's like mentality
for sure.
I absolutely love. I'll probably be playing this game for at least like another month. It's got 210 trophies. I think I told you.
What are you at?
130 something. Again, they're not hard.
Harder.
I'm at the point where they are getting harder because you do have to do very specific things with specific characters, and that can be difficult because some of these things are like you're limited to one weapon. Yeah. Some of these things are play a level a certain way or find a hidden boss and kill it in a certain amount of time, which isn't guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm having a blast. It's such a good game. I don't think it'll end up being game of the year for me, but it's already top 5, like easy.
Oh, nice.
Easily.